evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lakeview High School. Tonight's contest between Columbus Lakeview Vikings and North Eagles. Here is the Vikings fighting man. Softball, number 3, Jaden Maestri. Junior, number 5, Tennessee Bryson. Junior number 14, Hadley Warner. Sophomore number 20, Martin Bryson. And junior number 22, Callie Holmes. The Lions are coached by David Parker, assisted by Preston Brumbaugh.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Nest. Eagles taking on the Vikings here in a girls varsity basketball matchup. Eagles coming in at an impressive 14-1, only dropping one game to the Norris Titans. Columbus Lakeview, the Vikings, coming in at 4-9. Looks like they haven't played a district game yet. On that same note, Eagles are 3-0 in their district, and just recently were announced as the #1 Class C1 team in the coaches poll. So, looks like, I'm guessing, did Lincoln Christian drop one?
I don't know.
That might have been the case. I was wondering who was above them, but I think it's Lincoln Christian. I'll have to check the records. But we've got basketball coming up. Grant, quickly give us our 3 keys to success for these ladies.
All right, Jay, the first key I have is persistence. Now, don't give up. Like, if you make a bad play, just flush it and keep going because you're going to let your team down. All right, okay, so for the second key I have is bring the heat on defense. Active hands, loud communication, and nonstop hustle. Defense is going to set the tone from the opening 10. And my final key is fast pace, smart play. Quick ball movement, sharp passes, and confident shots. This game could be all about who plays faster and smarter.
Eagles have done well in all 3 of those areas so far this year. It looks like Rottenberg getting triple teamed down in the post early. 3-ball early by Crabtree. That one going to rattle out. Rebound stays with the Vikings. Taking up the court on the right side, passed across. 3-ball on the way. Got it. And the Vikings take an early 3-0 lead off of the 3-ball by Hadley Hornung. Crabtree in the corner. Looking for Miller. Now dribbles left. Jacob. Across to Cisneros. To Rottenberg at the elbow. Back to Jacob. Dribbles twice. Passes. Cisneros. She moves right. Back out. 3-ball on the way by Jacob. That one going to be no good. Rebound Rottenberg. She's going to try to go back up with it. Instead she passes it out. Now across to the corner. Long pass across by Miller. It's going to be too high for Crabtree and out of bounds on the Eagles. It'll go back to the Vikings. Taking up the court by Helms. She looks right, dribbles left now, drives, lob pass to Hornung. Across, now another drive, jump stop, back out. Helms. Passes to Hornung. Looks right, dribbles, crosses. Drive inside, back out, blocked by Rottenberg. And Miller able to recover it. So the Eagles able to get a stop there. Now going to look to put points up. Baseline drive by Crabtree, puts it up high off the glass and in. Eagles get on the board. Trail by 1 now. Helms with it. Passes left, Hornung. Orange shoes. She passes across, tipped away, stolen, or almost stolen. It's battled for. Crabtree finally gets it, but looks like a foul going to be called on Crabtree. Thought maybe she was out of bounds. Or will they say out of bounds? Is that the call? I think they called out of bounds. Thought maybe it looked like a foul call, but I guess not. Hornung with it. Back to the top. Metric Oh, I definitely botched that name. That pass, a little bit of a miscommunication. Hornung wasn't ready for it. Crabtree playing good defense there. It's out of bounds and now back to the Eagles. Crabtree passes left, Cisneros with it, back to Crabtree, she's in the corner, pass across, Jacob, dribbles left, passes, now baseline drive, tries to get it to Rottenberg, and somehow kept alive, recovered by Jacob. Bounce pass to Crabtree to the baseline, back out, 3-ball on the way, got it! That one barely rattling in, but the Eagles now with a 5-3 lead after the triple by Jacob. Helms dribbles, back out, and that shot gonna be good. Mid-range shot ties it up. First bucket of the day for Callie Helms. Adeline Cisneros with it. Out of the corner to Crabtree. Passes tip to Jacob, and it's gonna be out of bounds off of Helms. Jacob will inbound. And Abby Bird going to step on for Hadley Hornung. Jacob able to get it into Crabtree. Dribbles a couple times, passes left. Now hand off back to Crabtree. Moves to the corner. Back to the top, now across. Jacob to Cisneros, she puts up the 3-ball. That one gonna be no good. And Rottenberg could track it down. Vikings have it, they move it up quickly, and the shot off, no good. Offensive board though. Back to the corner. Helms puts it up, and that one's good. 8-5 Vikings lead. 5 points for Helms, she leads her team. Under 4 to go now. Jacob passes across. Cisneros drives, puts it up. That one going to roll out. Rottenberg battling for the rebound, and they're going to say a foul on Rottenberg. Had a hand on the ball. Vikings player had 2 hands on it, kind of pulled her into her. Tough break there for Rottenberg. And looks like Kubicek and Muller are going to check in for the Eagles. Kenzie Greason inbounds it. Helms will bring it up. Lob pass to the left side. Back to Helms. Out to the right. Greason. To the left to the other Greason. Bird passes it. Now they swing it right. At the wing. Back out. Bird. She looks, pivots, now to Helms, drives in, mid-range jump shot. That one gonna be high off the glass, no good. Rebound, Jacob. Spins off the press, takes it up, passes left. Crabtree with it. Directs traffic, now drives in, kicks it out. 3-ball on the way, that one gonna be no good. Rottenberg able to get the rebound though. Crabtree with it. Now to Jacob, doesn't take the 3. Drives in instead, kicks it out. Kubicek with the 3-ball now. That one going to bounce out, no good. Rebound, Rottenberg again. Another extra chance for these Eagles. Jacob with it at the top of the key, gets it to Kubicek. Back to Jacob. Dribbles once, now gets it back to Kubicek to the corner. Long pass across to Jacob, back to Kubicek. Good ball movement, 13 on the shot clock. Try to get it to Crabtree. The pass is going to be too far right. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. Back to the Vikings. That's a couple of plays there, Grant, where they try to get it to Crabtree and the pass has just been a little offline. Do we think that's poor passing, or do we think Crabtree not being in the right spot?
I mean, it can go either way. I say I don't really think it's poor passing or Crabtree. Just miscommunication just could be that.
As there's a travel on the Vikings. Try to drive the Eagles defense, causing player to slip as Ryle going to check in for Jacob. And another thing to note, Rottenberg had checked out for Miller. Crabtree crosses the M. Passes right. Ryle loses it for a second, recovers, throws it in, and it's taken away. It's going to be a free layup unless Miller tracks her down, and she does. It's missed, but an offensive board. Back up, no good. Rebound tracked down by the Vikings once again. Another opportunity. Long range shot, no good. And it's going to be out of bounds on Moeller. Cami Tompke, freshman. Had a look there from the corner. Not sure if her foot was on the line, but it was airballed long. And then out of bounds on Braylon Moeller. Now thrown back in. Passed out, drive. Back to Tompke. Now brought up top. Now to Bird. Right to Tompke. She drives in. And a double dribble going to be called back to the Eagles. 8-5, 134 left on the clock here in this first quarter. Just dapped up the 7-footer Colby Rottenberg. Crabtree passes right. Ryle with it, gets a screen from Rottenberg. Now to Miller at the top of the key. She gets it to Crabtree. Now she gives the screen. Crabtree goes the other way though, goes baseline, kicks it out. 3-ball on the way from Ryle. That one going to be left no good. Kubicek able to keep it alive, but it's in the arms of the Vikings. They're taking it up the court with a 3-point lead. 1:07 left in this first quarter. Pass right, 3-ball on the way. That one rattles out. And a one-handed rebound by Rottenberg. Crabtree on the way. Tries to get it into Miller. She has it down low. Back out. Crabtree drives in a little bit. Overhand pass. Rottenberg puts it off the glass. No good. And Rottenberg fights for her own rebound. Can't get it though. Now here comes the Vikings again. Short range shot going to be good. It is a 5-point lead for the Vikings. The Eagles got to slow it down. Shot clock is dark. 22 left in the quarter. Crabtree moves right. Drives in, puts it up off the glass, and that one not going to roll in, but it'll be 2 free throws for Crabtree. So the Eagles' offense really not playing to the caliber they have been all year. Only able to scrounge up 5 points so far into this first quarter. I mean, we've seen games where they hit almost 30 in a quarter. First one is good. Down to a 4-point deficit. As 3 subs come in for the Eagles and 2 for the Vikings. With Helms and I believe Mestrick. And the second free throw good. So Eagles trail by a field goal. I mean a football field goal, not just a made bucket in basketball. Helms with it, passes it, and that shot going to be no good. A travel called. Look like Hornung tried to get that 3-point shot off from the top of the key. Got a little too excited there. She travels, and it'll be back to the Eagles. 5 seconds left. Crabtree with it. Gets it to Cisneros. Dribbles twice. Pass to Crabtree. She puts up the 3. That one going to be no good. So the first quarter going to end 10-7. Your Eagles trail. Crabtree at 4. I believe it's Helms and Hornung both at 5. We'll be right back. Eagle varsity basketball here in the Nest on Milford's Drive Network. Crabtree able to take it away early. Sorry, I was eating a cinnamon pretzel. And a quick steal score there for the Eagles. They're down by 1 here to start the second quarter, and that one's stolen away by Roddenberg. Roddenberg trying to track it down, able to, and the Eagles steal another possession. Crabtree down the baseline. Dribbles it back out, now to Miller. Overhead pass. Jacob now to Miller, thought about the three, doesn't take it, instead goes across. Crabtree with it. On the far side of the court, now to this side to Jacob, and they get it down to Roddenberg, and a foul called on the floor. Thrown in by Jacob. Now Crabtree with it, pumps. Miller, 3 ball on the way. That one going to be short into the hands of the Vikings. Taking up the court quickly across the Hornung. Dribbles back out, back to the corner. Brought back up. Cross, pump. Back out. Now to Helms. She puts up the fadeaway mid-range jumper, no good. Able to get her own rebound though. Passes. Now back to Helms. Back to the top of the key. Drive, jump stop. Stopped by Rottenberg. Back out to Helms. Helms swings it to the corner. And they're going to throw it down low, and 3-second violation on the Vikings. It'll be Eagles ball. Excuse me. Crabtree crosses the M. Gives it to Jacob. Moves to the right side wing, passes it. Crabtree now to Cisneros. Back to Crabtree. Roddenberg sits at the top of the key. She moves down. Pass across, corner. Jacob drives in, tries to get it to Rottenberg, and that one's hit out of bounds by Mestrick. 10 seconds on the shot clock, 6:06. Inbound play. Crabtree goes across to Jacob. Back to Crabtree. 2 on the shot clock. Got to put up something, and shot clock violation. Not sure Crabtree exactly knew how much time was there left there on the shot clock. Not a lot of urgency seen by the offense there, trailing 1 here in the second quarter. Holmes with it. Spins out of it, gets it to Greason. Greason to Hornung in the corner. Dribbles 3 times, passes inside. Greason again, kick out. And a travel going to be called on Hornung. Back to the Eagles. Only 2 Eagles have scored so far tonight. Jacob with her 3-pointer and Crabtree with 6 points. Uncharacteristic game for these Eagles. Cisneros at the top. Goes way across to Crabtree. Now to Jacob. Cisneros puts up the long 3. That one going to roll out, no good. Elms with the rebound. Here comes the Vikings. Pass left, Mestrick. Mid-range jumper, going to be no good. Rebound, Crabtree. Eagles going to look to slow it down a little bit. Got to put points on the board. Crabtree to Miller in the corner. She puts up a 3. That one going to be no good. Rebound, Vikings. Tough day shooting for the Eagles. Pass left, Greason drives in, and that's going to be an easy foul call on Cisneros on the push. First team foul for the Eagles this quarter. First foul as well on Cisneros. Her and Miller will take seats on the bench as Muller and Kubicek step on. Holmes gets it into Greason. She puts up the 3 ball. Got it. absolutely money, and the Eagles trail by 4. Crabtree drives, kicks it out. Now back to Crabtree. Moves left, now drives right, kicks it. Jacob doesn't take the 3, instead drives in, kicks it back out. Now to the corner, Moeller goes way across to Crabtree at the top of the key. Now to Jacob, doesn't take the 3 again. Runs the exact same kind of play. Now to Kubicek, her 3 ball going to be no good, and rebound by Greason. She gets it up to Helms. She's covered by Moeller, gets it across. Bird to Greason. Jump stop, bounce pass. 3 ball on the way from the other Greason, and that one's money. 16-9, and the Eagles gonna have to call a timeout here as they trail 7 points here in the second quarter. 3 balls coming in handy for the Vikings so far. They've hit like 3 or 4, I think. And shooting wise, or I mean at least point averaging wise, the Vikings don't wow you. Team wise, they average 38.8, and the highest average is Larkin Greason, the sophomore. She averages 8.9, and Hornung averages 8.4. So obviously neither of them reaching those, scores yet, but they're playing really well and on pace to beat that by plenty. Wonder where they're sitting at 3-point percentage shooting. Not a bad 3-point shooting team. Average of 28. Kubicek goes long across to Jacob, back to Crabtree. Drives in, back out. Jacob drives, gets it to Rottenberg, down low, puts it up off the glass, and that one's going to roll in. Rottenberg finally gets herself on the board, and the Eagles trail by 5. Helms with it. To the right to Bird. Bounce pass inside and thrown off the leg of Rottenberg and out of bounds. Maestrick checks in for Helms, it looks like. Greason throws it in. Now a handoff to the other Greason. Bird with it. Drives inside. Blocked by Rottenberg. Recovered by Greason. So the Vikings still have it. Now Bird. 7 on the shot clock. Somebody got to put it up. I don't know if they see it yet. Blocked by Miller and taken away by Rottenberg. Crabtree with it now on the left side. Puts up the pull-up 3. That one going to be no good. Tipped by Rottenberg and out of bounds. So another offensive possession there that goes nowhere for the Eagles. That seemed to be the theme so far today. Vikings making their shots count and getting the offensive boards too. The Eagles have been struggling. Just drive inside, kick out, Hornung with it, covered by Newton, the freshman. Greason, bounce pass, Hornung able to recover it. Down to the corner, back up. Now going to try to go inside. Spin move, jump shot, that one's good. Lakeview looking to be a really good shooting team so far tonight. They lead by 7 after the short range jumper. And that shot no good, rebound Vikings. So another quick ending Eagle possession and another travel on Hornung. Ref's having a quick whistle on her. She's got the ball in hand. It's back to the Eagles. Might try to change it up here, try for a slower possession. Let things develop, or they'll shoot a 3-ball very quickly, and there it is. That one good by Newton on her first shot of the day. Brings it back within 4. Now Greason, bounce pass to the corner. Newton loses Hornung. Passes back up to Helms. Now across to Greason. Greason going to drive inside. Tipped by Ronberg. Taken away by Crabtree. Eagles defense starting to turn up, but their offense continues to struggle as that one's bounced out of bounds. Back to the Vikings. Just a rough conglomeration of offensive woes so far for the Eagles. It's really what's kept them out of this game. Now Mestrick to Greason. She's blocked. Newton able to recover it. Now Jacob going to take it up the court. Under a minute to go in this first half. My goodness, I can't talk. Jacob doesn't shoot the three, instead passes it to the corner. Miller going to drive baseline, puts it up off the glass. That one going to roll out, and Rottenberg able to put it back up and in. Down to a 2-point deficit. Rottenberg with 4 points on the night. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lobbed inside. Mestrick with it. Can't get past Rottenberg. Now to Helms. Covered by Newton. Back out. Left to Greason. Greason going to go inside. Gets a screen. Back out. Looking. 8 on the shot clock. Mestrick. Ball tipped. Hornung with it. Gets it to the corner. Greason puts up a three. That one going to be no good. And tipped out of bounds by Rottenberg. So 3 seconds left for the Vikings to try to put up a last-second shot before the half. Tomke takes a seat as Kenzie Greason steps on for the Vikings. Helms to throw it in. Lobbed inside. Now 3-point shot blocked by Newton. She's able to recover it, and that'll end the first half. Eagles trail 16-18. Some we haven't seen a lot. I think the last time we saw that was the Norris game. The Eagles go into half trailing. And really, I think it's just offensively struggling really bad here. I mean, 16 in one half.
Yeah, I'm used to like 20 or 30 points.
Dude, I'm
not in the teens, you know.
Usually we're scoring 15 by first quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, they put up almost 30 in the first quarter against Fairbury. Just not what you usually expect from the Eagles, and I think a lot of that is poor passes so far today and miscommunications, which has cost them possessions. And then a lot of possessions where they don't take their time and they put up, maybe not the best shot selections. Obviously, it's going to work part of the time as Newton hit that quick three early into a possession. But otherwise, it's been a bit of a struggle. And the Vikings are shooting well from all places of the court. Mid-range, perimeter, inside. They're making it work. Eagles trail by 2. We head into halftime. 18-16. The Vikings lead. Eagles got to try to turn it up. Try to turn this game around. Get something going here in the Nest.
January is National Mentoring Month. We would like to welcome to the court our Milford teammate mentors. You do not have to be an expert to be a mentor. Mentors is a cheerleader, advocate, and a safe adult friend. Teammates, mentors meet in school during the day to play a board game, talk, or to work on a project. It is a visit at school once a week, and you can inspire a young person to reach their full potential. Join our team of 65 matches and help make a difference in Milford Public Schools. If you are or have been a mentor, mentee, or a local teammates board member, please stand at this time to be recognized. To join the mentor team, go to teammates.org. Thank you, Milford Teammates! Host Ron is holding a split the pot raffle on for today's game. See them in the commentary to purchase your chance to win. Drawing will be made during the boys' halftime. Split the pot for Host Ron. starting second half of play to be Eagle basketball.
Back in the action. 16-18, the Eagles trail. They are able to start with the ball here in this second half. Jacob in the corner goes way across to Crabtree. She goes baseline, puts up the floater. She's blocked, and it's going to be a tough rebound there by the Vikings. Hornung with it. That's his right. It's tipped. Taken away by Miller. Now to Crabtree. She's got a breakaway. Caught up two and puts it up with the left hand and in. Ties it up. I think for the first time since it's been 5-5. Hornung on the right side. Moves left. Covered by Jacob. Passes now. Drive by Greason. Helms passes left. Hornung. Lobbing pass to Helms. Helms again. Puts up the three ball. That one going to be off the mark. Eagles rebound. Gets it to Rodenberg. And she's fouled. To the line for two. Chance now for the Eagles to take their first lead since. Did they take the lead? I don't know if they did.
Yeah, I think they've been down or tied.
First free throw is good. I think they might have been up 5-3 at one point. Rodenberg, just a 56% free throw shooter, leads the team in free throw attempts.
Yeah, we see her up there a lot. I feel like she's like always up there.
She does a good job drawing fouls. The second one is good, so she goes 2 for 2 there. But yeah, as almost stolen away again. She draws a lot of fouls, and teams are going to do whatever they can to stop her from scoring. Is that three ball going to be off the mark? Rebound to Rodenberg. Crabtree up the left side. Runs to the baseline. Bounce pass going to be nowhere close. Taken away by the Vikings. Greason with the drive against Cisneros. Dribbles back out. Jump stop. Now to Helms. To the left. Hornung drives. Kicks out. Cross to Greason. And a foul going to be called on Crabtree. Trying to tip that pass. Her first. They called that a shooting foul? First free throw, no good. I didn't realize she was going up to the line. I thought that was on the drive.
Yeah, I think if you go up for a shot, they'll call a shooting foul. Now, if you are just dribbling and they hit you, it's going to be on the ground.
Okay. Second free throw on the way, and that one's good. Vikings cut it to a 1-point deficit. Jacob in the corner. Crabtree back to Jacob. She puts up a three. That one going to fall no good. And Rodenberg fouled on the floor. One thing to note, Crabtree, her average points per game has gone up so far this season. She was sitting right around 7, now 8.5. She shoots a three. Got it! Kaboom! She's got 11 now. Speak of the devil. She scores it from long. Now Hornung kicks it out. Helms covered by Miller. Gets it down low to Mestrick. And that shot gonna be no good. Rebound, Crabtree. Comes up to the top of the key. Miller almost traveled. Able to get it away though. Lobs it down to Rodenberg. Gets it to Jacob. She puts up a three. That one's gonna roll out no good. And Rodenberg able to recover and put it back up and in. Biggest lead of the night for the Eagles. It's 25-19 and a timeout called by the Vikings. So 30-second timeout. We'll stick right here. 11 points for Abby Crabtree, and then Rodenberg with 8. Oh, it is a full timeout. What the heck? Oh, well. Take a timeout with them. Eagles lead by 6. 5:08 left in this third quarter. You're watching Milford basketball in the Nest. Vikings trail, and the ball's tipped away, covered by Helms. And Greason loses it, taken away by Miller. Now Crabtree with a wide open lane, puts it up with the right hand, and that one off the glass and in. 27-19, the Eagles score quickly out of the timeout. Crabtree with 13 on the night. Pass left to Greason. Greason goes way long and way out of bounds. Hornung couldn't reach it. It's back to the Eagles once again. And another timeout called by the Vikings. They've used 2 in the last 20 seconds. Let's see if this one's a full. Well, we'll stick it with you anyways. Eagles offense finally starting to turn it on. Had a really slow start in that first half. What'd they score? I think it was 9 in the first quarter.
In the first half, I think.
First quarter they had 9. First half they ended with 16. They've got 11 so far in this quarter, and there's over half a quarter to play. As they sit atop 27-19.
Yeah, 11-1 run.
Great start so far. Defense playing well as well. You know, Grant, you were super right about those cinnamon pretzels. Those are pretty gas.
Get one every time I'm here, bro.
It's like a good luck charm. Jacob in the corner. Passes left. Cisneros drives. Tries to get it to Rodenberg. It's taken away, but she's able to recover it. Now to Crabtree. Goes baseline. Cross to Jacob. 3 ball on the way. That one going to be no good. Jacob has struggled from beyond the arch as that one's out of bounds on the Vikings. And coming off the Lakeview bench, Brianna Line. Passed into Rodenberg, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Miller puts it back up and gets the and one. Chance to make it an 11-point lead for the Eagles. First bucket of the day for Miller. Her free throw going to be no good. And a foul going to be called on Rodenberg, a little too aggressive for the rebound. Looks like Muller going to come in for her. Second foul on Rodenberg. And the thing to note about Miller, averaging 14.1 a game, has kind of come down from where it was earlier in this season. It's been a little slower on the scoring end of the game. Still played a well-rounded game so far this year in other areas. Estrick passes right. Greason puts up the mid-range shot. That one going to be no good. Jacob battling for the rebound. It's going to be out of bounds. Stays with the Lakeview. Sorry if I sound a little congested. It's because I am. There's a sickness going around this school. We're going to call it the Milford flu. It seems everybody is getting sick one way or another. Hopefully it'll pass. As that pass into Jacob's back Vikings player had her arms wrapped around her with the ball, but Jacob able to knock it loose and recover it. Kubicek tries to get it down to Miller. Tipped. Miller recovers it, puts it up off the glass and in. Second bucket for Miller. She's got 4. A wide open 3-ball for Line. No good, but an offensive board. Now a drive, put up off the glass and good. Vikings and the huge run there by the Eagles. Ten-point lead for Milford. Crabtree with it, down to the corner. Pass to the post, Miller. Can't get it off the glass. Muller able to get the rebound and puts it back up and in. And a timeout going to be called by Roth. This one seeming to be more of a strategic one. Looks like it is a, come on, give me some. Oops. I saw it on my mic. 30-second timeout, we'll stick with you. Things to note for Milford tomorrow. FFA heads to somewhere. Got CDs, district CDs coming up. I will be participating. Thursday, girls and boys basketball teams head to Beatrice to play. I think both teams were able to win against Beatrice last year. And if you recall, Beatrice game was a very exciting one after Colby Rottenberg took the lead with a huge dunk off the baseline steal. Eagles ended up winning that game. And then also on Thursday, tune in. Strive will be streaming the Milford Wrestling Invite. We'll have Caden Rainforth here on a mic in the nest for the first time this year. 33-21. Eagles with a big lead and a long 3 out of the timeout. That one not going to be anywhere close to good, but it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Rottenberg. Helms to inbound it, lobs it in. Pass right. Helms left to Bird. Now to Line. Greason. Helms, mid-range shot, and she makes it. She shot well from that area. Really just kind of her shot tonight. Been pulling up to mid-range. Now Newton. Back to Newton. Back to the corner to Ryle. Passes left to Newton. She looks, gets it to Muller. Pass up, tipped away. Jacob able to recover it. 5 seconds on the shot clock. She's able to get past it. Newton has to put up the 3. That one going to be no good. Rebound Rottenberg off the glass with the left hand. Not going to be good, but 2 free throws coming up for Rottenberg as she's fouled on the inside shot.
And she's up there again, Jay.
She is, and I think one thing that's really contributed to the amount of free throws is her bad luck with those shots when getting fouled. Note that that is 3 fouls on Helms. So the first free throw is good, but she hasn't had great luck getting and ones. You know, most of her free throws come from 2 free throw shots off of a shot. Not a lot of and ones, not a lot of 3-point plays. Second free throw on the way. And that one going to roll out. And out of bounds on the Vikings. So the Eagles able to steal a possession here. Newton to throw it in. Gets it to Crabtree. Gets a screen. Now to Newton to the corner. Ryle puts up the 3. No good. And tipped away and a foul called on Newton. First foul on Newton. Hornung with it. Passes. Bird. Back to Hornung. She's covered by Newton. to Greason. Greason drives, bounce pass low, and off the glass and in. It's been a 6-3 run here by the Vikings in the last couple of minutes. Now Newton to Crabtree in the corner, back to Newton. She puts up the three. That one gonna be no good. Vikings able to get the defensive board. They come up the court quickly. Greason kicks it out to Bird. Now to Hornung. Back to Greason. To Line. She's at the top of the key. Passes right. Fumbled. Ryle couldn't get to it. Step back. Pump fake. Pass right. Hornung going to drive inside. She is blocked by Rodenberg. Are they going to call a foul on her? I think they are. She had palmed the ball when Hornung went up for it. And unbelievably, a foul going to be called there. 3 fouls on Rodenberg. Muller's going to have to come in for her.
Yeah, from up here, it looked like she just got the ball, which if you tip the ball and then hit the arm, it's clean.
Yeah. So that one, a little questionable, but the first free throw no good. Frustrating break there for Rodenberg. She takes a seat on the Milford bench. Second free throw coming up for Hornung. On the way and no good. So a foul that really didn't mean too much. And a pass out of bounds, tipped off the hands of Miller. Too much heat and a little too high. 18.5 left in this third quarter. Vikings have clawed their way back to within single digits. Looks like Cisneros came in for Newton for the Eagles. Dark screen on the shot clock. 8 seconds to go. That's right, Greason against Cisneros. Lob inside, back out, 3-ball on the way. Got it! And a buzzer beater there to end the third quarter. 34-28, the Vikings back within 6. Rodenberg in a little bit of foul trouble. She'll check back in for the next quarter. Eagles still up by 6, but it's getting close here in the nest. You're watching Milford basketball on Milford's Drive.
Started on the field of play, Viking basketball.
Lakeview battling back as there's a quick travel there on Helms. So the first possession of this quarter lasts about 5 seconds. And now it's back to the Eagles. Pass to left. Cisneros now to Crabtree. She's got 13 points on the night to the corner. Jacob looking. Now to Miller. She lobs it into Rodenberg. Dribbles once, kicks it out. Long three on the way by Crabtree. That one going to roll out. Battled for, and a tough defensive board there by Mestrick. Crabtree playing tight defense on Helms. Helms trying to spin away. Now a bounce pass to Greason. Lobbed to Helms and tipped away by Rottenberg. Stolen by Cisneros. Helms lags behind, and Miller with a wide open layup. Another assist for Crabtree. 6 points for Miller. Kick out. And Hornung called for another travel. I think that's like 4 on her. She had quite a few in the first half. Feet just been a little too quick.
Happy feet. Just like in the pocket for football.
Crabtree in the corner. Cisneros now cross. Jacob looking inside. Instead goes left. Now drive there by Cisneros. Short range shot, no good. Rebound Miller, and she gets smacked in the face and fouled. Well, they're going to say foul on Miller. Her first foul. Vikings ball. Helms with it on the far side, moves closer to us. Lob inside. Mestrick with it. Now Hornung to Greason. Moves inside, puts up the shot off the glass, and good. Another bank shot good for Lakeview. Bank's been open for them. 6 minutes left in this game. The Eagles lead by 6. Crabtree gets it to Jacob. Jacob back to Crabtree in the corner. Long pass across to Cisneros. Gets it to Rottenberg. Puts it up off the glass and good. 11 points for Rottenberg. He's been averaging 18 on the season. Hornung drives, stops, passes. Greason to the other Greason. She goes with the baseline drive, and she is stuffed by Rottenberg. Eagles with the ball. Crabtree taking it up. Miller, left-handed shot, good. 10-point lead for the Eagles. 8 points for Miller. And a timeout going to be called by Lakeview. See if it's a full or a half. It's a full. Take a timeout with them. 5:06 left in the game. Eagles up 40-30 here in the Nest on Milford Strive Network. Vikings with it. Look to cut into this 10-point Eagles lead. Helms at the wing. Greason. One dribble, now left pass. Back up top. Hornung gets a screen. Passes right, good ball movement. That shot going to be way up and no good. Rottenberg able to get the rebound. Crabtree with it at the wing. Goes baseline, gets it to Rodenberg, puts it up off the glass and good. Rodenberg ties Crabtree at 13. And the Eagles now with a 12-point lead over the Vikings. Helms kicks it out. Now drive by Greason. Down low, back out. The other Greason. Stop by Cisneros, almost taken away. Hornung with it. Greason drives towards the baseline. Spins, back out. Helms covered by Miller, gets a screen. Rodenberg stops her. Passed inside and off the legs and out of bounds. Tried to get it to Tomke, didn't work out. Back to the Eagles. Kubchak checks in for Cisneros off the Eagles bench. Kubchak with it to the elbow, back out. Corner drive down the baseline. Kick to Miller. She spins a couple of times, puts it up. The hook shot no good. Rodenberg couldn't get the rebound. Vikings come up with it. 3:30 left in the fourth. Almost taken away by Crabtree. Greason spins against Miller. Looks, kicks it out. Helms. Crabtree covers her. Now to Hornung. Thought about the three, doesn't take it. Covered by Jacob. To Helms. She puts up a three. That one going to rattle out, no good. And Jacob able to get the board. Tries to lob it into Miller, and she puts it up and in.
Looks like she just did an OBJ, bro.
Dude, they've had some high passes to Miller that haven't worked out. They've just been a little too hot, a little too high. Miller able to snag that one and put it up and in. And Jacob tries to recover on defense, tries to put up the block. Can't get it. She'll be called for a foul. 2 free throws coming up for Hornung. First foul on Jacob. Funny enough, I think she probably could have survived without doing that, as Rodenberg was right there, and it's really hard to get a shot up against her. But the first free throw no good for Hornung. Hornung's free throw percentage sits at 64. Not a lot of free throws as a team. Greason leads. She's a 79% shooter with 29 free throw attempts. Second free throw is good, however. Crabtree drives in, kicks it out. Miller pumps, drives, puts up the left hook shot, no good. Rodenberg can't rebound, and Line comes up with it. She flies down the court. Trailed by Crabtree, spins. To Bird on the top of the key. That one going to be brick, no good. And Miller able to get the rebound. Crabtree with it at the wing. Puts up the three. That one going to be no good. On the ground. And jump ball called. It's going to go back to the Eagles. So a good play there by Miller. And looks like a timeout was called by the Eagles. 44-31. 2:16 left in the game. 3 Eagles now in double digits with Miller, Rodenberg, and Crabtree. Miller at 10, Crabtree at 13, and Rodenberg also at 13. Eagles up 13 points here in the nest against the Lakeview Vikings on Milford's Drive Network. Inbound. Ronberg couldn't put it up and in. Able to get her own rebound and put it back up and in. She's got 15 now tonight. Leads her team. 46-31, Eagles lead. Greason to Bird. Down low to Maestrick. Back out. Hornung drives. Held up by Jacob, now passes it. Greason with the reversal, that one going to be no good. Maestrick came flying in, tipped it away. Greason able to get the rebound. Nobody covering Hornung, they're able to recover. Greason to Hornung. Now to line. Hornung, she puts up the contested three. That one going to be no good. And rebound fought for, but it's going to be out of bounds on Kubicek. As her and Line battled for it, and Line going to step off as Kenzie Greason steps back onto the court. Larkin Greason to throw it in. Gets it in. Hornung with a quick three. That one going to be way off the mark. Rodenberg able to recover it. Another rebound for her. She's definitely got a double-double. Averaging almost 18 rebounds a game. And that pass, no one really ready for it. It was in between Ryle and Jacob. Now down to the corner. Kubicek swarmed to Moeller. And foul called? Yes, looks like it. Thought I heard Roth say timeout. First foul on Larkin Greason. And I guess it was a timeout. Is this a full one? I can never tell. It's like the signals change every time. It is a full one, but
I'm going to teach you something, Jay. So when they do a full open, that's a full. When they do this,
okay.
It's a half.
That's a half?
Yes.
I feel like I've seen them do this, and I'm like, oh, 30 seconds, and then it's a full timeout. And maybe I'm seeing it wrong, and maybe I'm nuts.
If they look at them and do this, then they're probably asking is it 30? Is it 30?
Oh.
And then they'll look at the table and be like this, or they'll be like this.
Okay.
Just to clarify with the coaches that they want a 30 or a minute.
Okay. Thank you.
Here, I'll call it out next time they have a timeout. If they have another timeout. And I'll be like, what is the ref going to call? Okay?
Luckily, Grant a lot smarter than me when it comes to all the inner workings of basketball. I quit freshman year, so my experience is limited. Grant only in his freshman year, so I guess he's got it just about.
I mean, did you play like all through your elementary and middle school years?
Heck no.
Oh yeah, okay.
Played middle school with the great. Actually, I played with Carter Resney, believe it or not.
Who in the world?
Carter Resney, the guy averaging 30 points a game for Crete. Oh.
Couldn't tell you.
Oh, yeah, you could.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Moeller in the corner, under a minute to go. Eagles lead by 15. Now Newton. Pass left, back to Moeller. Comes out of the corner. Gets it to Jacob. Under 20 on the shot clock. Tries to go down to Rotenberg, but there was a defender right there. Vikings with a takeaway. Helms passes long across to Greason. Pumps, drives, kicks it out. Hornung now to Helms. She puts up the three. That one way left. Rebound, Eagles. Shot clock is dark. And most likely that'll be it. Oh, timeout called.
Okay.
Artie Grant. Let's get an expert analysis here. Full. Okay.
Let's see.
Full timeout there. Probably don't need to go anywhere. 19.2 on the game clock. 46-31. The Eagles most likely going to take this one.
Yeah, you saw, right?
Yeah, I saw it that time.
Okay.
Sometimes but I guess they're holding the ball. Sometimes, see, I thought maybe it was like full as this, where they have two hands and then half is this.
I used to think that, but now I know what it is because I reffed a game before. So
You reffed a game?
it was like a, I don't know,
Like a kids
fourth
game?
grade. It was like a fourth grade game.
That sounds fun.
It was fun, and I can tell you that the parents of 4th graders are really mean. Dude, they were yelling at me. I was like,
I mean, reffing has got to be one of the worst jobs because no matter what, there's going to be one group of people really unhappy with you.
now I'm like, it's a 4th grade game, dude. You know, is that serious?
It's a thankless job, but we will say thank you to our referees. In fact, last week was Referee Appreciation Week here in the state of Nebraska. I guess the country probably. Not sure the parameters there. Passed into Mueller in the corner. Nothing really crazy needs to happen. Is that Lila Pollocky? Not sure on some of the younger players' names. Here, you call it.
Blicky?
Pollocky?
Yeah. And it's foul on Horn?
Kind of
Did I
a,
say it?
yeah. Kind of a pointless foul there. 2.3
Yeah.
left. No free throws. Pretty clean game so far. Or really, throughout this game, not a lot of fouls called.
Well,
I don't know if one team got into the bonus as clock is going to run out. That'll do it. 46-31 your game. Now the Strive, offensive and defensive player of the games. Offensive, Abby.
Okay,
I'd agree.
I know Shayla had more points, but like Abby overall, she carried the first half. So
I think you're right.
defensive, probably Shayla though.
Yeah,
'Cause
she
she had
had
like 3 blocks.
3 or 4 blocks. She had obviously plenty of rebounds. She always does. So offensive player of the game going to go to Abby Crabtree, and defensive player going to go to Shayla Rodberg. Both players played an amazing game tonight. Both teams played great games. But the Eagles going to take it 46-31. Grant's got to go play band. You're good. I'll take care of it. Don't worry. 46-31 your score. What are you showing me? What? Girls able to take care of business. They move to 15-1. Vikings going to move to 4-10. Their rough game continues. Next up, the boys taking on the Vikings as well. Going to look to get themselves back to 500 and try to have an impressive end of the season like they did last year, where they won 7 of their last 10 games. We'll be right back here on Milford Strive to the Nest for the boys game here on a beautiful Tuesday evening.